I want to make it very clear right now that this video is only directed at one type of person: the militant believer. Somebody who thinks that with violence and force they can subjugate the rest of the world and force them to adopt their belief system. If you're not one of those, you can switch off now. This is not about you. You're still listening? Okay. I'm afraid I've got some really bad news for you. Atheism, one of your pet hates, atheism, one of the things that you want to fight, one of the things that you are trying to eradicate off the face of this earth, atheism, is indestructible. You will never ever be able to destroy it, no matter how hard you try. And I can see you scoff at this point in time. I can see you laugh. I can see you say, "Oh, you just wait and see." Let's wait and see, shall we? But let me paint a few scenarios to you. You may have looked at other competing belief systems, and you may have come up with some plans to rid the world of those. Maybe you're a militant Christian and you want to get rid of Islam. Well, that's not so hard. Just take a leaf out of the book of the Nazis, see how they did it, and improve on it. Get them all together in one place and nuke them. The moment you do that, Islam will cease to exist. Congratulations, you've achieved your goal. You can look at competing nations in the world, and you can decide to wipe them off the face of this earth. And you could, in theory at least, succeed. If you're a militant Muslim, you might be able to eradicate Israel, wipe it off the face of this earth. Theoretically, it's possible. You could remove the Jewish faith off the face of this planet by killing everybody who believes in it. But it doesn't even take that much. It doesn't even take that much violence to get rid of a faith or a belief. Just look at history. History is littered with the corpses of religions that didn't make it into modern times. Who in this day and age still believes in Zeus? Or in Jupiter? Or in any of those other muppets? But atheism, I'm afraid, for you, is a very different kettle of fish. You cannot destroy atheism. Let's just look at that scenario again. Let's assume for a moment that you could go and round up all the atheists in the world and put them all in the one concentration camp and then zap them. Imagine if you could do that. Are you drooling yet? I'm afraid it's not going to work, because you know what's going to happen at that point in time? At that very moment in time, you will have eradicated atheism. But I'm afraid that's not where the story is going to end. Because people will always be people. And people will always think. And some people cannot help themselves but think outside the box. And it won't be very long before somebody will start looking at your religious texts and say, "None of this makes sense. This is just bullshit, isn't it?" And poof, atheism is back. It'll keep popping up like a bad penny, and you will never be able to destroy it. So by all means, indulge in your sick little fantasies of ridding the world of atheism. But just know that that's all it will ever